Howdy, folks. One day I will figure out all the complicated settings that have to be set before streaming. So apparently anybody that got the notification on Twitch got a notification saying it was the Thinky Direct starting. We're attempting another stream on both YouTube and Twitch, and we'll see what happens. I've also realized that my messages that I send go to YouTube as well, so I was responding to messages on Twitch, so that makes it confusing. Anyway, it's a Thinky indirect, exactly, thank you. Apologies if people are expecting the Thinky Direct. That was a couple of weeks ago. Was it a couple of weeks ago now? Time flies. Wait, was it last week? No, it must have been 2 weeks ago. Okay. Was it? Wait, what's the date? I don't know. Yeah, it was 2 weeks ago. Okay. But but if you did miss the Thinky Direct, you can go catch up on it. It's on YouTube. Just go to the live tab. You can find the stream there, or I think it's pinned to the top of the YouTube channel as well. Hello everyone. Hello. So yeah, I'm going to attempt to do another Twitch and YouTube stream at the same time and see what happens. See how it goes. I don't know whether I'll keep doing that in the long run, but it's interesting for now to just try it. I was almost going to cancel today's stream because yesterday I had the worst hay fever. I mean, I always get terrible hay fever. My face was so sore and horrible, and I didn't expect to feel good this morning. And I don't feel amazing, but I feel good enough to stream. Anyway, let's get started with today's stuff. Please confirm everything sounds okay. Obviously, we've got no game audio or whatever, but as long as you can hear me at the moment, so that's good. I think I've shared the stream everywhere. Pastime Shock being cheeky in the Discord. All right, let me actually close Discord. We don't need Discord open for now. Alrighty. So I actually wanted to begin. I was going to start with Drop Duchy today, but I thought, why not play today's Clues by Sam? If you haven't done today's Clues by Sam, or you're not going to, or you just want to find out what it is, then keep watching. If you are going to play it, close your eyes and ears for a few minutes. I normally do this, like I've been doing these when I wake up in the morning, just like with breakfast or whatever. It's good fun. So I'm going to do one now. This is a little daily web puzzle game, Clues by Sam. I'll put the link in the chat. Here you go. Here's the official site. And I've written a little description for it on the Thinky Games database as well, which is here. It's a daily puzzle game where you have to... Basically, you have to label each character as either innocent or a criminal, and you have to do that based on the clues that you're given. But you have to do everything completely logically. You cannot make any guesses at any point. It has to be a completely 100%, I know that this person is innocent or a criminal, and you can't move forward. In fact, if you try and guess, it will reject your guess and say, no, you can only make purely logical deductions, which is cool. There are instructions below on and Ambi's done a video as well, which is great. There are instructions below of what's the specific words mean in the clues, but you kind of get used to that pretty quickly. And then you don't really have to look at that anymore. It's just if you really need to know the specifics of what a particular phrase means or whatever. Okay, so Frank, the clerk. There is only one innocent between Aaron and Olivia. So Aaron and Olivia down here. So the names are in alphabetical order, which is handy to remember. There's only one innocent between Aaron and Olivia. Okay, so between Aaron and Olivia, there's only Frank and Keith, and we've already got an innocent there, so Keith therefore must be criminal. Okay. Keith, the singer, the only innocent below Laura is a police. Okay. Also a pretty simple one, because below Laura, there's only one, a police. That's an interesting way of phrasing it. But yes. There's only one that's the only innocent. I'm going to double check things. I never try and go through these particularly quickly. I just take my time, double check things. It does tell you your time at the end if you care about that. Joyce is one of Maria's 7 criminal neighbors. Joyce, Maria. So we know that you're criminal. And we know that you're going to have 7 criminal neighbors. So neighbors... specifically means the 8 people surrounding somebody, or all the people surrounding somebody, including diagonally. If it's Vince, then their neighbors are Olivia, Peter, and Wanda. Okay, so the one we just had was Joyce is one of Maria's 7 criminal neighbors. So here's Maria. Maria's 7 criminal neighbors are the people surrounding her, and we just know that Joyce is a criminal, and there is going to be 1 innocent in there since there are 8 neighbors. 7 of them are criminals, going to be 1 innocent. Joyce, Hank and Maria have 3 criminal neighbors in common. Hank and Maria have 3 criminal neighbors in common. Okay, so neighbors in common means take the 8 surrounding Hank and the 8 surrounding Maria and find the ones that are in common. I just end up I just kind of imagine the pattern that is around them that you see very often. So for Hank and Maria, the neighbors in common are Gabe, Laura, and Joyce and Nancy, the ones on either side of them. If they have 3 criminal neighbors in common, then one of them is an innocent, And that also tells us, because we knew that there's one innocent in here, in this set of 8 around Maria, because of this clue down at the bottom, that's one innocent is in Nancy, Laura, or Gabe. That tells us a whole bunch of them immediately, right? It tells us that these are all criminals. Life is life. Some of them don't give you a clue; they just give you a little statement or whatever. Does this feel easier than usual to you? A little bit so far. Keith, I'll never fix your computer again. Oh, yes, Keith did kind of give you up, Peter. That's very true. Okay, so none of those were clues. There's only one criminal above Peter. There's only one criminal above Peter. Okay, so that tells us So there's only one criminal here, and there's 2 that are in this set of 8. The innocent is over here, so you are a criminal. All innocents above Peter are connected, so there's only one criminal above Peter. So therefore there's 2 innocents up here, so therefore Gabe must be an innocent, because there's 2 and they're connected. So connected means they're adjacent to each other. So if there's 2 innocents here, which there must be because of one of the clues, and they're connected, then Gabe must be innocent. And therefore we know there's only one innocent in this set of 7, so you're criminal and you're innocent. Is that right? All innocents above Peter. There's only one criminal above Peter. Yeah, okay, innocent. High 5, high 10. Did they expect me to do that the other way around? Maybe. Oh, hold on. Let me put the title of the game up here. Who's my son? There we go. Okay, cool. So what did we get from that? Oh, and as I've been showing, you can click on a clue afterwards to grey it out if you're done with that clue. You've got to be careful not to grey out the clues early though, because sometimes you get a little bit more information out of a clue than you might expect. So be careful about when you grey them out. But that one's definitely done. There's only one criminal above Peter. All instances above Peter are connected is done. Hank and Maria have 3 criminal neighbors in common. That's done. The only criminal in the corner is row 1. We haven't looked at that one yet. Joyce is one of Maria's 7 criminal neighbors. That one's definitely done. Only one innocent between Aaron and Olivia. Yeah, that's done. The only innocent below Laura is a police. Yep, that one's done as well. Okay, so we're left with 1 clue. That's nice. That means we must be able to figure something out from this. The only criminal in a corner is in row 1. The only criminal in a corner is in row 1. That means, so the corners are the corners of the grid. If the only criminal in the corner is up there, then the 2 at the bottom corners must be innocent. So that's something you have to remember for all the clues, is to think about what it tells you about the cells that it's not talking about. That's like really common. It's like, you might think, well, it's just telling me about a criminal in the corners up there, but I don't know which corner. But like, what does it tell you about the other corners? Since the only criminal is up there, the innocence must be down here. High 15. There's only one criminal in row 1. The only criminal in the corner, so we know the criminal's up there, and we know there's only one criminal in there, so we know that the people who are not in the corners are both innocent. There are a total of 6 innocents in rows 1 and 5. So we know there's going to be 3 innocents in the top row because of there is only one criminal in row 1. And there's a total of 6, and we've got 3 down here already, so Xena must be a criminal. Cool. There are a total of 5 criminals in rows 1 and 3. 1 and 3. So we know there's going to be 1 in row 1, so Miriam must be a criminal. Wow, there's a whole load of criminals altogether here. There are a total of 4 criminals in rows 1 and 4. So we know there's 1 at the top and there's 3 down here, so this must be an innocent. This is all falling together now, isn't it? 5 criminals in rows 1 and 3. Yeah, so we're still trying to just determine whether Aaron or Emma is the criminal, right? Which presumably we can do based on this one. There is an equal number of criminals in column C and D. C and D. Well, we've got 4 criminals in column C, and we've only got 3 in D, so Emma must be the criminal. You found me, and Aaron must be innocent. Ta-da! Subscribe for a bonus challenge. There are bonus challenges. Is that a new thing? The only crime was eating a succulent Chinese meal. It was indeed. You can subscribe for more. Where? Oh, subscribe. You get bonus challenges. Subscribe for occasional news and bonus challenges. Well, that's a thing apparently. Cool. So that's Quiz by Sam. Yeah, I've enjoyed doing this every day. It gets that was on the easier side, and I think it's good that they do some easier ones every now and then. There are also very tricky ones that require keeping a lot of clues in your head at the same time and imagining complex like relations between the characters and how they're like how their neighbors overlap with each other and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, Quiz by Sam, very cool. You can play it at quizbysam.com. It's free. It's a free web game. It's a daily. There's a new puzzle every day. Okay, cool. Now let's jump over to. Let's jump over to Drop Duchy, which I don't really know anything about. I know that people are having a good time with it. 1 second, sorry. I also want to check, something. 1 second, sorry. Okay, cool. So, Drop Duchy. Let's get that up. And so because I'm trying out Restream to stream to both Thinky games, to Twitch and YouTube, it means all of my setup for like posting the games and stuff no longer works. So 1 second. Drop Duchy. Game. Yeah, here we go. There we go, it's showing up. Cool. Let me post some info. So this is Drop Duchy by Sleepy Mill Studio and published by the Arcade Crew. It's available on Windows. Came out on 5th of May, so not too long ago. Here is a link to the game on Steam, and here's some info in the Thinky Games database. And here we go. So yeah, I don't really know anything about Drop Duchy except lots of people have been playing it, and apparently it's cool. I saw Gothic Lord UK was playing it and was having a good time, so that's a good sign to me. It means I'll probably enjoy it. There's an interesting thing with streaming kind of more strategic games is that it can take a little while to like get into them and like figure out exactly what's good. So we'll see what we can do with just half an hour maybe. How's the audio looking? That seems pretty good. Okay, cool. So I guess I'll go to start new run. Hopefully there's some kind of tutorial or something. Oh, okay, there we go. There is a tutorial. Recommended for newcomers. Play a quick introduction to learn the key mechanics of the game. Yeah, let's do it. I want to know how this works. Objective, your duchy is under attack. In Drop Duchy, you'll need to progress through the map in order to reach and defeat 3 mighty bosses. During each act, you'll collect resources, upgrade your deck, and prepare your strategy to overcome the region's boss. Okay. 3 mighty bosses. Okay. Collect resources, upgrade my deck. My defense. Pay attention to your defense. If it reaches 0, you lose. Okay, so this is like my health, basically. This is the run. We'll see later how you can lose and gain defense. To start your journey, select the first location. Okay. I'm gonna go here. Peaceful region. No enemies here. Focus on resources. Okay, that's kind. So it seems to be like 50% grassland and 50% forest or something like that. Oh, interesting. The visuals in this are AI generated. People can make their own decisions about that, I guess. I did not notice. I assume it says on the Steam page. So I think it's required that art, like AI generated art, is shown on the Steam pages. Gameplay basics. Each round, pieces will come in a random order and you'll have to place them on the grid. Okay. Buildings collect resources if you respect their activation rules, so try to gain as much as you can. When you complete a line, you trigger an exploration. So I think it's a little bit like Tetris in some way. When you complete a line, you trigger an exploration. Each train on this tile will grant you resources. If you complete several lines at once, you gain even more resources. Okay, so there's a multiplier. Here's a list of controls and actions. Okay, so yeah, this is kind of what I'd expect the controls to be for Tetris. Although, wait, W and control? That's weird. Left, right, W and control. Shift down, sure. Fall now, reserve. Okay, so there's also a reserve slot as well. It does say you can customize them, so we could do that. So, okay. But there's no, it's not like falling like in Tetris. So I guess we want to end up with... let's just like try and complete a line and see what happens. So put that there, put that there. For some reason I thought that one was next. Oh, they do drop very slowly. No, VFig, no. Come back in 20 minutes, and we'll be playing a non-AI generated thing. Please, please. Or maybe 25 minutes, whatever, something around then. Okay, we'll put that there. That's probably a bad idea. Let's just, okay, we're just playing it like Tetris. You go down there, so what happens? Wait, that was telling me something important. Okay, thank you. I think we just gained a load of resources. We gained 18 wood. And the house did something. Can I like hover over it? Does it tell me? Farm, range 1. Turn each plane in range into a field. Okay, I think I missed the tutorial about what a range is, but maybe it means like a connected area or something. Or in range. Oh no, I see there's like dots around it. Okay, so those. Each plane into a field. Okay, that's interesting. So if we were to put this down there, which I can't do it in a nice way. That's annoying. Okay, the rotation controls are super weird. Let's change them. I'm gonna do... E... Uh-oh, reserve now has to change. And Q. I think that's better for me. Reserve can be W. Like I'm putting it up into the reserve. Oh, we've got reserve. Don't forget that. Speed up. Why would I care? Isn't that this? Why would I just fall now? Let's just put it on F, I guess. Okay. Cool. Apply. Resume. Well, so I don't think we're going to get the effect of the town. It's fine. Okay. I would like some long pieces at some point soon, please. I mean, I guess we could just like fill in and then clear a thing, or not. Where are the long pieces? We could also reserve. Okay, you go down there. Wood clearer. Turn each forest range 2. I see. Into a plane. So we can put that down there. But why? Oh, and you gain wood from them as well. How much wood would I gain from each? How much wood would a woodchuck chuck? How much wood would a wood generate if a wood could generate wood? Oh gosh, the things would be falling. Oh, this is awkward. And the other one's like almost as awkward, but not as bad. Maybe we slot that in there and then try and make up for it later, or just put it here. Oh gosh, we're really filling up this grid. Let's put it there. Where are the eye shapes? They're just not here at all. Good job. Let's just leave it. Oh, I did not even mean to do that. Okay, now I'm messing up the controls. That I set for myself. Let's just leave a little gap there. It's fine. Clear that thing. Cool. Oh, wait, it doesn't clear it? Okay, yeah, obviously it doesn't clear it. They're not cleared at the bottom. So I guess you just fill up the thing. Maybe trying to treat it as though it's Tetris is like a mistake. Okay, so like leaving all those gaps just meant that I couldn't use them. Okay, that's I'm learning. Swap to that. Okay. Well done. I don't think I did very well. Resources collected 8330. Exploration 5130. Wood clearer 32. Yeah, okay. I totally did not realize that it wasn't clearing the lines. So when I made this decision to leave holes, I was leaving holes forever then. Okay. Wood clear 32. So this tells you how you got those resources. It breaks it down. Alright. Round reward. After each round, you can select a new random card to add to your deck. Choose strategically and try to find powerful combos. Okay. Lumber Camp. Harvest 3 wood for each connected forest. Each card has rules explaining how they activate. Hover over the card to read the explanation on specific terms. In the upper right corner, you can see those cards are level 1. Their effects will get better if you upgrade them. Okay, cool. Harvest 3 wood for each connected forest. Okay, I think I can imagine what that means. It looks like it's too wide as well. What's the thing in the upper left mean? Like there's 150 grain. Do you have to have that much to be able to... Is that the cost of the card? Herborist. Range 2. Turn each plane in range into a forest and gain 2... Oh my gosh, this is the problem with strategy games. It's like, I don't know how useful any of that is right now. But okay, so that's what your range looks like. That's handy, a handy visual. When you complete a row, you explore it and gain resources for each natural terrain inside. Gain 10 grain when explored. If already explored, gain the difference directly. Each square counts as a field that gains 20 grain when explored. Okay, it's just more grain. How much grain do you get for a normal one? Oh, I see. Is that what that is? That's what that's explaining. Field, gain 10 grain when explored. Right, so it would normally be 10, and now it's 20. Got it. When you complete a row, you explore it again and gain resources for each natural terrain inside. But why is it saying that for this? I don't understand that. Like, where on this does it say exploration? Like, normally it's just explaining the things on the thing. It says production, exploited lands. I guess explore down here. When you complete a row, you explore it. Oh, okay, it's literally just that, okay. Oh, I think I read and gain as again. That's my problem there. Alright. I quite like the idea of the lumber camp because of it being to do with connected things. That's basically just stronger fields. That's stronger fields. That is convert things, basically get health back. I guess right now I don't really know why that matters to me. It costs money as well. Let's go for the connected forest thing. That sounds interesting. It's impossible to know at the beginning of a strategy game what to do. Upgrade cards and figure out which resources you'll need to gather next. I assume you only upgrade cards for the duration of the run. Once you get back, it's like from scratch. This menu often. So basically, the special things that came down at some point were cards from my deck. Okay, it's weird the mixed metaphor of like they're cards in your deck, but they come down, they're tiles. Okay, sure. And I don't get to choose when they come down. Maybe that changes later. Okay, let's just go here. Get a random military building card. Okay. Military buildings give you troops to fight against the enemy. Pay attention to the unit type. Each type has strengths as well as weaknesses, depending on the type of units they're facing. Okay. So there's a bit of a rock, paper, scissors system going on here. So like arrows or missiles. Arrows defeat axes. Swords defeat arrows. Axes defeat swords. Hopefully it'll tell me that. It won't tell me that. It's okay. Sure. Recruit 3 archers for each connected forest piece. Do we go all in on the forest? Watchtower. Recruit 1 archer for each plane and 3 archers for each field in range. Okay, so there's plains and fields nearby. Holy moly. Rally points. Recruit 4... What should we call the axe people? Whatever, axe people. For each adjacent plane or field. So just immediately adjacent ones, but you get 4 for each. Plus 15 if adjacent to at least 6. How can you be adjacent to 6? Do you mean diagonally adjacent as well? Could do with an explainer for that. It must mean diagonally adjacent as well, right? I guess so. Okay. I have no idea what's a good pick here. So this only costs wood, and we did just get a card that only costs wood, but maybe we should get something else. I don't know. Let's get... Let's get this one, a range-based one. Who knows if it'll be useful. Upcoming battle, enemies ahead. The upcoming regions have enemies, so prepare your military buildings, select the region with terrains that best suit your deck. Fight against the enemies now. Fight against the enemies now. 30%. What does that mean exactly? Like the percentage here? Is it like the pieces that are gonna fall? Like what percentage of them are what? I guess I should go for the one that's more foresty, I think? For my like connected to forest tiles, but then, oh okay, so interesting, you might want to specialize in a particular terrain type, maybe. Okay. Before each round, you'll need to select which buildings you'd like to use. Take time to observe the specifics of this location and maybe upgrade some of your cards accordingly. Just also realized I should change the category on Twitch. There we go. One second while I do that. Okay, done. Terrains. Here you can see the type of terrains. This will be randomly shuffled with the building cards. Okay. Enemy buildings, and here are the enemies. Take a moment to look at their activation effects. That will make things easier in the heat of the action. Activation effects. Which is what? Do I look at them afterwards maybe? Set your buildings here. Watch out, you've got a limited number of slots and not all buildings work on all terrains. It's also a good idea to select military buildings that counter the enemy if possible. Okay. So these are my cards basically. To make your life easier, you may spend your resources to unlock more slots for the rest of this run. I don't think I've got 30 grain, so I can't actually put anything there. But yeah, these are my cards. And you're suggesting I should put in a military thing here. Garrison 10? So like 10 power or whatever, I guess, maybe? Maybe? So each adjacent forest into a plain recruits 3 for each. Who places these? Do they place them, or do I place them? So they've got 20 enemies, basically. And I've got to defeat them all. And they are... I see, so your swords and your archers. And what did I get? I don't even remember. I got archers, which is not strong against either of them. It's only strong against the axes, I think. So... Is there a... Oh, it's over here. Yes, good. So what happens, like, is there a kind of, like, archers against archers, or is that particularly weak, or is that neutral? And what about... Oh, yeah, so swords against archers is strong, so basically pick archers. Okay, got it. Recruit 3 of each connected forest piece, so that also depends on forests. Oh, so I don't choose out of these, okay. Okay, I can just look at these. These are just happening. I don't know, we'll see what happens. Well, let's make sure we've got some people to fight. I guess we could swap out something else if we wanted to. Connected forests. Each forest into a plain and gain wood. I don't know, let's just go in. It's so overwhelming to begin with. Hello, hater. Thank you, I shall try. Enemy buildings. Enemy buildings recruit units too, so place them in a way that minimizes their effect. At the end of the round, you'll solve the battle by devising an attack plan. End of the round, you'll solve the battle. This is a lot of stuff. So am I positioning this? I am, okay. So each adjacent forest into a plain and recruits 3 for each. So I basically want to not put forests around this. Well, there's a lot of forests coming up, which is not great. Maybe if I like put you like this. You've been doing a pass on the old good puzzle games recently. Done with fairs and now playing tuning. I like how these are old now, but I mean, I guess they are. Check out the Thinky Essentials category on the Thinky Games database. Like, if you go to thinkygames.com/games, Thinky Essentials is one of the categories there. You can expand it and see which things there. They're all the ones that we were like. If somebody's just trying to like catch up on some of the biggest games and the best games of Thinky Games, then these are the ones to play. There are probably a few other games that I would add that aren't in there, but I can't remember what's in there, what's not. For example, is Tokitori 2 in there? I would add Tokitori 2, and I would add Headlong Hunt, And I would add a whole bunch of other stuff. Anyway, so forest not near you. Okay, so we're going to stick this over here. We're going to stick this over here as well. So these can be near me. And I'll be able to benefit, right? Can I, like, preview what this is going to be? Yes. I guess I also need planes. But I basically can I not just make you... Oh, hold on. I can't... Okay, I think this rule is ambiguous. I'm going to put this here. I think this rule is ambiguous because it might mean that it only gets 3 swordsmen for each forest that turns into a plane, or it might mean it gets 3 for each plane, regardless of whether it was converted from a forest or not. Yes, that is ambiguous. That's kind of concerning. I mean, I guess I'll just stick planes around it and see what happens. It might end up giving it like 1 million swordsmen. We'll see what happens. But I feel like I've only got forest and planes anyway, so that's going to happen. I guess I could like stack stuff on top and leave empty spaces. I don't know. This is weird. So this one's planes as well. I've got no idea what makes sense here. You can go on top. Like, shall I take the planes now? Like, what if I just leave everything empty around you? Recruits in range. Sure. So these are planes, right? This is planes. Yes. Okay. Okay. Shall I put things down awkwardly and just leave random gaps around you? I don't know. What makes sense here? So each plane in range into a field. So you've already gained the stuff from that. So I guess I could turn them into fields. I guess I do also want to get resources. So I do want to try and complete lines if I can. But so you don't lose anything from that. In fact, you gain something from that. Cool. So it actually seems like it did update then, because you gained 2 extra archers rather than, it's not like you then did 3 extra. So I think maybe if I had removed them into a type that you wouldn't gain archers from, it would have gone down, maybe. Let's stick this down here. So there's another enemy thing coming up in a second. Let's stick this here. Sure. So you did get some people. Still definitely quite confused about like what makes sense here, but each connected forest piece now. So I mean, why don't I? Toy Story 2 is on the list, but you think you watched too much of it. I'll talk about blueprints in a second, because this thing is falling. I have no idea what I'm doing. Just put stuff down and we'll see what happens. We should probably try and not put too much stuff around you, but I would also like to. So this is my thing, turn each forest into a plane. Oh, that's actually good. For taking stuff away from you? No, you still got it. Okay, so maybe you only ever gain after changing a tile. Let's reserve that and stick this down here. Let's just fill it in as though it's Tetris and see what happens. Line explored. What happens when I explore like a enemy base? So you don't gain from planes, so this is fine. Cool. Cool. Yeah, I think at this point we just... Oh, this is a bit annoying. Yeah, whatever. Can you do the Tetris thing where you like spin the pieces underneath the other ones? Now that all troops are in place, it's time to fight. Select groups in the order you want and confirm the sequence once everyone is in it. Okay, so it's a separate phase where we do the battle. When 2 groups of the same side combine, they add their forces. The new group's type is the type of the larger group. If both are the same size, the type is that of the destinations group. The type is that. Okay, so it's the large group or the destination. Okay. Attack rules. When 2 groups of opposite camps fight, they subtract their forces. Pay close attention to strengths and weaknesses diagram. Each type is better against a certain other type. In a favorable fight, the advantage group has 50% strength, allowing them to defeat a higher number of troops. Okay, so you basically add 50% to your number. So what do I have? I mean, they've currently got a higher number than me, which doesn't sound amazing. So am I gonna die? How does this work? The two opposites groups meet, they subtract their numbers, okay? Let's just explain the same thing again. Add? I can add theirs? Add every player and enemy group in the combat sequence in any order you want. When all the groups are in the sequence and you're ready, use the button to start the battle. What does it mean to say, like... Oh, I see, so you direct them to places. Wait, what? What if I said that? You can combine two groups of the same to change their type. The new group keeps the type of the biggest group. Okay, so there's some arrows on here. But, okay, attacking. So I guess I can't combine because I don't have any things, but... Right... Do you ever gain any of their soldiers or anything? I don't think so. I mean, I'm just going to lose them. Well, no, I'll defeat you. But I'll end up being... only 8 afterwards. And then I'll lose against you, won't I? Oh, but okay, we need to look at the thing at the top here. But I don't think I have any advantage, do I? Arrows against axes have the advantage. So swords has the advantage against me. So I guess we'll go to you first. I think I've lost. Yeah, now we're 8. Yeah, then we lose. If you put enemy swords first into enemy archers, they would all transform into archers. So I can command where the enemies go? That sounds weird, but sure, okay. I guess it's unintuitive that I would be able to say where the enemies go. Okay, I see. That's why we use defense points for each enemy left on the grid. If you're the one with the units left, you receive bonus gold instead. That feels like a place where the metaphor doesn't line up with how the gameplay works. Okay. Does that end the run? No? Oh, just down. Oh, I see. You just lose health based on that. Okay. I'm happy with the backseating. This is a confusing game. Wooden Fortress, Fortified Farm, Training Camp. I don't know if I have strong feelings right now. Send 12, I guess, soldiers to each allied military building aligned with it. Whoa. Holy moly, this is definitely the kind of game where I can't really get a good sense of how it's going to work with just a half an hour playthrough. Advanced combat. Now that you've learned the combat, here's your final test. On this grid there are more enemies, so try to recruit as many units as possible. That'll make your life easier during the combat planning phase. Okay. So loads of enemy buildings. 5, 5, 5, 5. I'd have to spend grains, which I do now have, so I could do it. Do I want another building? What did I just pick up? I didn't even look into it. Okay, another soldier thing. Garrison 5, range 1. So each plane in range into a field. Sure. And I think it's a 50-50 plain and forest, yeah. Although not in terms of the numbers of tiles, but maybe... Sorry, not in terms of the number of pieces, but potentially in terms of the number of tiles. Because I'm pretty sure it's a 50-50 on the previous screen. Okay. What's the one here? Is it like one new one, maybe? Maybe. Okay. I'll get back to blueprints in a minute. Use the reserve to temporarily set aside a piece and bring it back later. Be careful though, at the end of the round, the piece left in reserve will be discarded. If you're not sure of your army's strength, it's probably best to leave an enemy in reserve. Oh, I see. Interesting. Okay. Okay, put the enemy in reserve. Which is the strongest enemy piece? Maybe we should put this one in reserve. Okay, sure. So you go this way. So each plane in range into a field. So you don't gain any extra ones though. So you just are 10, I guess. and your axes. I have not been thinking at all about the strengths. We'll put you there, sure. Okay, then we've got you. Would I rather have you or you? Recruit 8 for each adjacent military building, okay. Of any type? I guess so. I guess I can just avoid putting military buildings around you, sure. Okay. Although we're getting a bunch of them now. I mean, this won't be adjacent still. So each adjacent forest into a plain. So will that do a cascading thing? I'm actually kind of curious about that. Oh, but it's also adjacent, so that doesn't even... Okay, I don't even find out. Alright. Each forest into a plain and gain wood. I'm just putting them between the two enemy encampments, sure. I'm sure people who have played this a lot will be looking at this going, this is the worst play I've ever seen. Range 1, turn each plane in range into a field. Well, I don't have a huge amount of choice around that right now. Although, I will have some more in a second, so... we could do that, then that. Then... Oof, don't love it, but... Sure, okay. Recruit 1 for each plane. And, so then maybe we do... It's weird having this, like, separate thing of, like, I want to complete lines, but I also just want to make sure... Like, I have to temper my Tetris, like... inclinations of like wanting to complete lines, because like usually I guess it's not always necessarily much better. I probably should have put this somewhere else. I didn't even mean to do that. No. Okay, I guess you can go up here. That's fine. We've got a different one in. Oh, I think we just made that really strong. You go here. Okay. Strategic pavilion. Okay, you can go in the reserve. What do you gain from? Tell me again. So this is fine up there, okay. Keep this down here. I guess you're only collecting resources for later battles though, so is it not even relevant to think about resources when you're in the boss battle? There's so many unknowns at the beginning of the game like this. I'll just keep completing them. But I presume you would go past the boss battle and keep going after that, right? So... 1 bonus for each, okay. Okay. So let's take that, what we were just told about combining units of different types. Add every player. Okay. So we're not super strong, but we have arrows and we have axes. So right now we are strong against axes and swords. Okay. So we want to get rid of the arrows, basically. Like, could we not win by... Can you do, like, 2 separate, like, sequences? No, it's 1 sequence. This is the weirdest mechanic. So, combine... you with you to get rid of the arrows, or you with you to get... So that would be 13 swords, but swords are only weak against those, but we could combine... no. Yeah, our arrows would win. So combine the arrows into the axes to become axes, and then use the arrows against them? So what do I do? Do I click like this? That makes it feel like I'm at a disadvantage there, but I guess I'm thinking about it like it's a real battle, but I guess it's not. It's just maths. And then what does that leave? That leaves... Okay. Well, so we'd be 36, basically, against 26. We'd have 10 left, which would then actually make this equal. So if we were to move into the axes... Oh, interesting. We'd become axes because it's the destination one. If I've done the maths right. And then we'd be 20 against these? Let's see what happens. I don't know. 26. So do we become... Oh, it still works out. Yay! Why was it not 10? Shouldn't we have ended up 36 and they were at 26? Wait, what were we at? We were 12, 24. We were 24, so we're adding on 12, right? Whatever. Okay. Guess we beat the boss. Yay! Okay, that's the end of the tutorial. Okay, we'll leave that there. I was thinking like maybe I'd play a tutorial then an actual run, but I think in the interest of seeing some of the games, we'll leave that there. And in the interest of getting VFig back, don't want to lose people just because I'm playing a game that decided to use AI to generate the art. So yeah, it's Drop Duchy. Yeah, it has the thing of like strategy games where like even doing the tutorial, like I have no idea what any of this is gonna do or how good it's gonna be. You basically have to play for a bunch of hours before you even get used to the basics of the strategy. But if you were interested in the game, you could go check it out and figure out some of that strategy and see if you enjoy it. Cool. Yeah, it's very interesting having that like trade-off between the Tetrisy part and the resource. The resource and the battles part seem... Well, no, okay. Resources that you obviously get from completing lines. I guess you are just thinking about two things. It's the resources that you collect from completing lines and then the battles and how things are arranged in that sense. And the trade-off between those two, I guess, is where the interesting stuff comes from and possibly the cards you get along the way. Anyway, that was Drop Duchy. Cool. Alrighty. Let's set up for the next one. So next we are playing Trails. And let me change the stream category. Which one of these is it? Is it that one? All uppercase? I think it's all uppercase. Got a list of games that say Trail in them. I guess I'll pick that. Maybe it's the wrong thing. I don't know. So I hate to say, the game has a lot of meta progression that helps with the runs. Oh, okay, let me turn this music down. Thank you. That should be better, I think. Thanks, Air Hater. Why do you hate Air so much? Game has a lot of meta progression that helps with the runs, which turns down a lot of people who thought it was mainly a puzzle game. Interesting, okay. Interesting. How does the meta progression occur? Is it through cards that carry over to like the next round or the next run or whatever, or something else? Is there another mechanic I haven't encountered? Oh, and to answer your question about blueprints, let's do that. The question was, how far am I with my blueprints playthrough? So what I can tell you is that I haven't edited all of my videos yet. I probably have about... Okay, so I think I've uploaded videos for the next couple of weeks, and those are the ones I've edited. And then I maybe have like 6 runs after that in blueprints that I've played that I haven't edited yet. So it's like basically, I'm probably about a month ahead of where the videos are. But I don't want to say any more specifics because it could be spoilers. But yeah, keep an eye out on the blueprints videos going out every day. Hey VFig, we got away from the AI game. Can you cryptically tell me at which point you are? I'm done with it cryptically. I mean, I can tell you at the very least I'm done with the, so we're talking about blueprints here. I'm done with the, like, the kind of main initial first objective. How do I say it cryptically? I say I'm still doing, I guess I could just say this. I'm still doing the sigils. But I'm also doing many other things at the same time as well. So, glad to have you back, Vivig. All right, let's switch over to this game. Is the music okay now? By the way, it's a bit. It's probably just the menu music that's a bit louder as well. We'll see. So we're going to play Trails. This came out. This came out on 29th of May, so at the start of the Cerebral Puzzle Showcase. It's for Windows, macOS, and Linux, or you can play it on Steam Deck as well. And I've heard that Android and iOS builds are coming later in the year as well. It's by Purple Sloth, who people may remember from the game Chronesha, which we played on the channel before. Okay, I hate us making up rooms that are in the game. I've seen quite a lot of new rooms, but yes. Anyway, Trails. Okay, puzzle 1. So I believe this is like a line drawing game. So I'm drawing a line from there to get my sand ship to the goal, and then I hit play. I guess. There we go. Cool. Okay, now we've got 2 ships. Do they move simultaneously? Ooh. If so, I imagine we're doing something like that. So we can draw over each other. They move simultaneously, so we've got to get the purple through. Cool. I guess there's quite a few ways we could have arranged that. How many rooms have you discovered? I think you might have the answer to that at your point of the game. How many rooms have you discovered? I don't know if I can answer that. Sorry, Restream is doing something weird here. I think it's okay. There we go, it's fixed. I mean, obviously there's a list of rooms, but I haven't counted them. I think I've seen all of the blue rooms. I think that's entirely filled in, but then there's obviously like other rooms that I can add, etc. I don't remember the main objective doing something that changes that. Anyway, okay, so we want to get green to there, purple to there. So obviously purple needs to spend a bit more time to, well, yeah, okay, so green couldn't spend more time because there's a rock here. I assume you can't like loop around on yourself, yeah, so I think we're gonna have to do, ooh. Oh, maybe you're gonna have to go, okay, you're gonna have to go around the back here, aren't you? And you're gonna have to go like this. That's cool. Neat. It's gonna be tricky doing the... It'd be interesting to have like a number that shows like what the distance is so far. That'd be kind of handy. Okay. So if we were to do this, what would happen? Surely that would be fine, and then you going like that. But it feels like there's a lot of extra space here, but I guess that's fine. Okay. Okay. I guess some of the extra spaces were dead ends as well, so you couldn't use them anyway. What's with the holes? Are they just obstacles? What if they crash into each other? That's true. We've got to find out. We can't just do the win condition every time. What if I don't even send them to the goal? Oh, they get dizzy. as a sand ship would do. Okay, so that's a dead end up there. So we've got to use this space here as our way of going past each other, I think. Like that. Cool. There's a crack on the floor. Does that make it collapse when you go over it? It's the universal symbol for a collapsing floor. So you can't use that space afterwards, but that's fine. You can go over that way, you can go over that way. It should work out. Yeah, nice and simple concept so far, I agree. Okay, lots of cracked floors here. So you can only go over these spaces once, basically. You've got to get over there. You could go over the green. Now, what would happen if we did that, and then sent you this way? Would you be passed in time? So you to there is the same as you to there. No, you would not. Okay, so that doesn't work out, I don't think. I don't think. You could go... You could go this way. That's better. Then you can... Oh, no. Maybe you do like a long, winding S shape. Oh, but then they can't cross over that twice? Of course not. Okay, so you'd need a route that went like that, but that's not going to work out for you. Because you're going to crash here. Okay, so not that route. If you were to go across these, then green's never getting out of there at all. So maybe there is a way to do it from here? The music's reminding me of push blocks. Am I being silly? Like, would that work? Can we, like, can you drag this along and see it? Oh yeah, you can, that's cool. No, so they definitely get in the way there. Maybe you go this way and you go this way? Ah, there we go, cool. Sneaky. Was that the solution you saw, Pastime Shark? Congrats, if so. Water. Oh, so we got to deliver things. Interesting. So we got to deliver that there. Nice. Cool. Oh, they're happy. So you want... What on earth is that? Like, is it some kind of fruit or something? And then the water needs to go here. I guess the two ships could deliver different things as well. This is probably fairly open, right? Like, maybe you deliver that. And then we get these two to avoid each other somehow. 1, 2, 3. Could you just go here, here? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Well, you're there. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. There's no cracked floors as well. Whew. Oh, and yeah, okay. So we also need to verify that it's okay to deliver a thing. You can go through a place without delivering the wrong thing, basically. Water. Is this like a water tower or something? It's gotta be, I guess. Okay, well, it feels like the path's gonna have to be something like this, so let's just see what happens. Do you stop there for a second? You do. For how long? 1, 2... Oh, so you just spend an extra turn there. Okay, okay. So you spend an extra turn there. Was it a strawberry? Maybe it was a strawberry. Okay, so wait. No, I think it was the fruit of a cactus. So we're gonna visit the cacti, and I guess they're both gonna have to do it. Yeah, they're both gonna have to do it, but then one of them, they're gonna wait there for a second. That's fine. I think we just draw straight to them because we'll be late. So there should be time. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3 will still be there. Can they move into the space that they were in previously? Can they follow behind each other like that? Yes, they can. Okay. So that's fine. Cool. Okay, so cacti here. What is the fruit of a cactus? Does it have a fruit? I mean, it presumably does. Is it edible? Okay. Purple, green. So have them follow each other again? No, because then they will clash into each other. Okay, crash into each other. So one of them needs to take a slightly winding path. That's fine. We could do it like... Maybe you go there, you take a winding path like this. Oh, that takes you to the wrong place. But that's fine. We can do like that, right? Oh. Why... Is that just getting confused because I've... Oh, that's weird. Okay, so I can draw that path, but because I was trying to like erase one or like draw over another one, it was erasing instead. Okay, I think this could work. It's hard to say for certain. It's definitely got that thing of like a classic setup and play issue of like, you've got to like be able to project forward like what everything's going to look like in a few turns, and sometimes that can be difficult. Like Railbound had that a fair bit, and it's interesting. So like the Dragnet games that are set up and play, like Cosmic Express and Sokobon Express, etc., etc., Spooky Express, all try and, well, Cosmic Express doesn't, but Sokobon Express and Spooky Express try and do things to help you understand what the state of the game is going to be later on, which is cool. Okay, so water needs to be collected from here, cactus fruit from here. Drop that off there. So I guess we have goal spaces that don't care which ship gets to them. So we're just going to do this. That should be fine, right? It's just teaching us about these grey goal spaces. Okay. Okay, so we're just going to make a path that picks up the water, delivers to all these places. Okay. So then maybe we do this and this. Oh, interesting. Maybe not. We guess we can get backwards, can't we? Do that. That doesn't work. Unless you can... Well, I wouldn't be able to go back to the thing, of course. Am I overcomplicating? Maybe we do like this, get you then. Interesting. Oh, no, it doesn't quite work. Because then we can't get you. You can't overlap your own path, indeed. You can't cross over yourself. How can we do this one? So the tricky thing is you being there. We need some way to you. So can we draw later on? No, we can't. Okay. So like in theory, we go from there to there, or from there to there. But then we have to figure out how we use these two. Like I think looping around these two would be good. So in which case we do this, but then I can't loop. So that means not going into any of these spaces before doing that loop. Which might not be possible, actually. I'd have to leave that one behind as well. Okay. Tricky. Oh, well, if we do this, that. Whoa. That's a nice spiral pattern. I guess there's like a speed up button as well. Yeah, there we go. For some reason I felt like the music was speeding up, but I don't think it did. I think just because I pressed fast forward, like my mind went, I guess the music's gonna play faster. Okay, so water from here to there. So I guess purple can do that? Should we not go through green? Oh, we have to go through green. That's the trick here. And then get back. So green has to not be in the way at that time. So maybe we just do something like this. I'm gonna have to just guess. That's actually gonna be fine. Yay! Cool. Neat. Okay. So we also have individual fruit and water to pick up as well. But we don't want fruit. Okay, so that's what this is about. Let's wait. Okay, so this is teaching us something. So what happens if we pick up fruit, then go through that? We swap them. Okay, that's giving me Concan Coast Pirate Solutions vibes, which is also a very cool game. So we can do that. We can swap those two. Okay, but then what happens if we pick up water, then go through here? I guess we swap again? Like, do these behave differently or not? Yeah, okay, we swap. Alright. So pick up the water, go there. Got it. It's a good level for being able to experiment with those things. That's nice. Water and water. We've got 2 ships, but there's a fruit in the way. So somebody has to go and pick up the fruit to get rid of it, basically. So go pick up a fruit. But does it put it down in the space that's just in? Let me double check that. Is it exactly the same as Conquer Coast in that sense? It does put it back down. Yeah, okay. Interesting. That is intriguing. So what I could do instead is like... Oof. Oof. Okay. You're clearly going this way around, that's why this exists. Although we could be going... Green could be going that way, I guess. Like, in theory, we could alternatively be picking up water and, like, dropping it there for you to pick up later, but then the timing doesn't work out. So maybe it's you doing that? Maybe we pick up water. What happens in that situation? Do we pick up the second water and put the other one... Not that matters. Okay, it doesn't matter whether we pick up the second water and put the other one down. They're equivalent to each other. Okay, so... We could pick up a water and then put it there. And then take the fruit with us. That actually might be good. But then, no, because you have to take the water there. Okay. Holy moly. Holy moly, this is tricky. Ah, maybe you can round the back here. That feels right. Maybe. So you're picking that up, and this will be gone by the time you get there. So... but we also need this to be gone. But ooh, we also need that to be gone at the same time. So do you go that way, pick up that. So you pick up the fruit, you drop the fruit there, you pick up the water, and there's gonna be water here. That doesn't work out for you, does it? Or does it? Maybe it does, because then you can follow this way and go there? No, we're going to pick up the fruit. Yeah, because I lost track of the fact that I need to... Ooh, I lost the whole thing. Uh-oh. I guess I should have clicked that instead of that. Whoops. Ooh, this is tricky. So this has to be gone. And this has to be gone. They both have to be gone. I reckon they're both going around this way. Somehow or another. Like that, maybe that's happening, and that's happening? Oh. Well, that's fine. So you just picked up that other... I guess if we extended that there... Okay, that might work. Click the right one. How do I... Is there a good way to, like... Ah, you can change to which... Oh no, that locks the purple? So I want to lock the green, so I can edit just... Purple. Wait. No. Select purple? Okay. That feels like the opposite of what I'd expect. It's got the padlock on purple, and I can edit purple. Is that what I wanted to do? I've forgotten. Wasn't green going there? Did I accidentally just edit green? I think I did, right? There we go. I think we want that. Green picks up that, puts it there. There is a water to pick up. Then we're good. Whoa! Tricky puzzle. Let's see if we can get... Well, how does this work? If we go to the home thing... Oh, look! We've been through the Saltwind Expanse. Oh, and there's bonus puzzles to do along the way as well. Or have we been doing them? Or not? No, we have not been doing them. Whoa, let's maybe do one of those. Saltwind Expanse, the Shardlands, the Spine. Cool, I like this world. Desert map, we see how the distance we've been going. Let's try this A1. We've got 3 colours here. So you to there. Oh, so this is just keeping them out of the way of each other. I think yellow is following around the back. Are you just going... Ooh. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. They would collide there. Yeah, purple's got to do something complicated as well. Like maybe this? What a good start. What a good start. It's so hard to remember where they are each bit. Okay, so sending purple that way when yellow's coming directly that way is not a good way to begin. Okay, understood. But I can't just send purple there either. So I think we have to do this, or maybe purple follows green instead. Purple follows green. Oh, in fact, they can just follow each other, can't they? Because they're all facing the same way, and the endpoints are all just in the same order, just down at the bottom. There we go. Cool. Neat. Okay, I think we'll leave that there, folks. This is a cool game. It is tricky to like project forward and see what's happening, but the puzzles are nice and constrained, and as long as it stays that way, it shouldn't get too like overwhelmingly complex. And yeah, cool little theme, and looks like sometimes the bonus puzzles have multiple bonus puzzles as well. It's interesting that I wouldn't have even noticed that if I hadn't actually clicked out back to the level select. Like it doesn't. There's nothing in the game like between the levels telling you, oh, there's 2 directions to go, or whatever. Back to trails. What do you mean? Yeah, that was very neat. Cool game. Let's move on to the next game. So, the final game I've got planned for today is Shrink Rooms. Shrink Rooms. Yeah. Then Twitch. Shrink Rooms. Cool. Yeah, this game looks interesting. This is Shrink Rooms. Let me find some info about it. So this is by Matrix and Pwn Games. It's out on Windows and Linux, and it also released on 29th of May at the beginning of the Cerebral Puzzle Showcase. Here's a couple of links. Oh, I didn't post the links for Trails, did I? So here's the Trails links. Steam and the GamesDB. There you go. And then now we're moving on to Shrink Rooms. So here's the link for Shrink Rooms on Steam and on the GamesDB. I do love how the Steam Deck has made more people make games for Linux. Pretty cool. Alrighty, yeah, I don't know too much about this. I think it's a Sokoban where the level shrinks in some way. I guess we'll find out. Create a save file. Oh, we might want to turn the music up a little bit here. So look at that. Okay. Sure. Taka taka. What is that the sound effect of? Or is that how we speak? Ding. Da da da. What? Something happened. Here we are. A little yellow man. We can run around. 101, 102, 103, 104, 105. It's the levels. There's a block here. Oh, we've got overworld puzzles. Nice. Uh-oh, I should have picked slot 2. I'm going to have all the bad luck in these puzzles. What's this? Recruit. Oh, I see. We've got some lore. Welcome to Matrix. Okay, that's the developer's name. You're now playing the puzzle game specially designed by our company for recruitment purposes. Am I getting hired by this game development studio? This is the exhibit we placed for you, which will help you understand our corporate culture. Move towards the exhibit to view. Well, I did already. I guess that is the exhibit. It's referring to itself. Okay, puzzle 1. I like all the effects and things. It's neat. It's going to make the video encoding. It's going to make the video size very big because of the scanline effect that's going on. Okay, do I just leave? Oh. Okay, so it shrinks in that direction after 2 turns. Well, that's terrifying. It's like Sokoban with tension. So it's going to shrink in that direction after 2 turns. So let's see what happens if I do this. Ooh. Yeah, so, oh yeah, of course, it only moved 1. Let's see what happens when I do that. Transform into a box. Acts as a temporary box during turn switch. I guess I got pushed by the wall? Okay, I see. Interesting. So let's just restart and let's just head straight to the thing. So the point was to show me that the path can get blocked off. Right, so you can like push stuff because you're getting pushed by the wall and you can push blocks. Interesting. So every 2 turns, it's going to shrink. Let's go this way then. Oh, ooh, it can change which direction it's going from. I got trapped. No. Okay. So I do want to go this way first, but then that way, I guess. Yeah, and then we'll get pushed that way. Okay. Cool. Interesting. So getting pushed that way twice. And there's a block there, so I assume we can push the wooden block. Yep. And we've got time to get here before it squishes us. So 2 is going to go that way, so we clearly want to go this direction and push that block. Of course, then it's going to be from that side. This should be fine. We'll get shoved over that way. Yep. Cool. Yep, they made a game all about that. Those horrendous scenes in those films. What do I think of when I think of that scene? It's in so many films, isn't it? Getting squished between walls. I also think of the in Zelda Ocarina of Time. There's the room in the Forest Temple where the ceiling comes down. Yeah, that's what I think of. So there's an R here. Is that resets the overworld? Maybe. So we're pushing that on there. That unlocks the door. Okay, cool. Solving puzzles is the only way out. The smiling floor tiles are hints I left for you. They should help you escape this damned place faster. Okay. This is a cool game. I'm liking it. So it's going to squish in both directions after 2. What's that going to mean then? Well, it's going to squish in 1. What is that going to mean? Maybe I want to use the wall's movement as one of my movements so I can get there. I think if I hadn't done that, I wouldn't have been able to get to the door. I probably should have tested, but I'm pretty sure I did that in my head. Okay, so there's those blocks there that will get pushed, but I can't push them. So maybe similarly, we want to do this. Oh, and we can see the sequence of things that are going to happen in the bottom right corner. Okay, so it's telling us that the first push is going to be from the left, second push from below, last push from the right. Okay. Yeah, bottom right. Did I say bottom left? But whatever it is. I don't know what the yellow icons in the bottom left are about. Oh, that's which turn I'm on. Okay, cool. So I guess these blocks can push me up. Cool. So you can minimize the number of turns you take to get somewhere by using the shrinking to push you. These are good puzzles. This is nice. I guess I can also push the block with that. So there's like a wasted turn here, sort of, but then maybe it's fine. I'm just going to keep going that way. So it's not fine, because that's going to then push that off. Okay. So what we do is this, step here, push left, and then we don't have to push it up. We can just go to the right. Very cool. These are great puzzles. So 3 turns is going to come in from both sides. So we're just going to stand to the left of the box. Oh. I thought it was going to... No, of course. Of course it wasn't going to push me over. We're going to get squashed. Oh no, we found out what happens when we get squashed. We become not Yellow Man anymore. Okay, so getting that on there and getting to there. So we have to do it before the second squish happens. Wait, oh, I was mixing up the button and the door. Okay, so the button has to somehow stay on there. Okay, so what we're actually doing is using those things up there, push that onto there. Cool. Okay, after 3 turns they're both going to come inwards. I guess it'll be after 3 turns it comes up from the bottom as well. Okay. So there's 2 buttons that need to be pressed. One of them is over there. Okay, I think I see something, at least. Maybe. I think we're pushing you up. And then... I think... Do I want those to push that way? But then this isn't going to be in place. Yeah, so I've definitely done this wrong. Or have I done it wrong? Wait, what just happened? Oh yeah, because it was squishing up from the bottom, so it moved that. So maybe this is fine. This is fine. Okay. Okay, we've got 10. Done. Did I read this already? 21st century is the age of computation, and Matrix Tech has specially prepared a 648 BP computing power voucher for you. Yay! To be collected after employment. Oh. This voucher can be used to top up your account. So whenever you need computing power, we will be at your service. Okay. Icons to the bottom right indicate wall collapses. Oh, sorry. Higher icons show subsequent turns. Level collapse patterns always follow a cycle. Okay, so I see. So if it's just the one icon, that's why it repeats. Whereas if we have multiple icons, it will go back around to the top again. What's this? Early robot prototype model called the small robot, of course. He was the best. Okay, we're going to have some robots in these puzzles. Maybe, but not yet. Can I multi-push? Yes, I can. Had to test. So it's going to squish from the top after 3. Then squish from the right, then from the bottom. As soon as it squishes from the bottom, we've run out of level because the exit will be gone. So that's our timer. That's interesting. I kind of feel like we are multi-pushing. Is this going to push them off though? No, because it's only going to remove that last space there. I think we're fine. We're fine. Okay. So this is going to just repeatedly squash from the right. So push them together like this, I think, so that the green box pushes that to the right side. There we go. Gosh, this was complicated. I'm going to make my way through. But that is going to push that block into there, which is going to cause me problems. So I think I might want to make my way through this way. Then it's coming from the bottom. Okay. Let me through. Don't kill me. Ah! It is so combined with panic. Lots of panicking. We've got bonus puzzles again. This was again the universal symbol for bonus puzzles in puzzle games. We've got the letters. You know, things are getting extreme when you've got the letters. What's this? These crates are strange. Made of wood, you can push any number at once. Yep, okay. That is I guess I wasn't questioning it, but it is a interesting thing there. This is such a Joel game. Should we see what happens when Joel plays it? Okay. From the bottom, from the left. Oh. Okay, this is interesting. Very interesting. So we have to get those green crates out of the way by using the other crates to like fill in a gap, right? I think we're doing this. And then this. Whoa. Whoa. Interesting. BBP 14. So I guess I need to have, or maybe that's a. No, what is this? Maybe that cleared once I got to 14. Although I've only done 13, but I did a bonus puzzle, I guess. Sure. Let's go this way. Hello. Codename Puzzle Room. A 50-year-old game might win the best small team made puzzle game with moving walls and meta elements award of that year. This award's description is quite long, indeed. That'll obviously be a category in the Thinky Awards. Right, 14. So 3 turns from the sides. Well, won't the green block just be on the thing? So can I... Oh, what happens if you push a block down the exit? you can't. This gets in the way. Okay. So, but I could also just do this. But then everything's gone. This is not a great situation to be in. Oh. Okay. Interesting. So, I've got to get to the exit before the second squish. Why can I not just push this out of the way and then run there? I can. Okay. It's pretty simple. Right then left. I see what's happening, I think. I think I'm pushing this block surprisingly here. Yep. Cool. 3 for the 3 steps, then it's the top, then both sides, then the bottom. Interesting. This is also going to have the issue of, like, if it gets too complex in terms of the number of steps, imagining what's going to be happening in the future is going to be tricky. But so far, it's been nice and constrained, and I'm appreciative of that. So we want to get a block on that switch. After 6 steps... No, after 6 steps, we'll still be able to get to the exit. After 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 steps, we won't be able to go any further. Okay. So squishing from the top first. Why do I care about that? There's probably some reason I care about that, but I don't see what that reason is. But maybe it's just a... Let's see what happens if we just try and push the block on the thing. It's going to get pushed out of the way. Okay. I don't see how I could care about that. Oh, yes, I do. That's pushing those 2 blocks into position so that can happen. Cool. So I cared about it in terms of the fact that it would rearrange the rest of the layout of the level. And so I kind of had to imagine a new starting point, like 3 steps ahead of me. Interesting. Okay, squishing from the bottom after 3, then from the top after 3. I assume. I think it's always the same number of steps for each squish. Each shrink, I guess I should say. So it feels like I'm going to make a T shape with that thing, but am I? Is that silly? That's probably silly. No, maybe that's not silly. That's not silly. I'm going to do that. Oh, no. Okay. Instead, we put you here, but no. For that to squish up, the door would then be gone. Okay, so no, I think we are putting that up there. But then I can't get to the exit. So maybe we have to take it the other way round or something? But I don't know if I can do that. Because, like, the bottom's going to squish up, and then I can't actually lift this up anymore. Okay. So it's going to squish up. That just removes the bottom thing, unless I put something there, or I put myself there. After that, it's going to squish down, and we would like the button to be pressed. But after 6 turns, so 3 turns, then 6 turns, that's when that happens. So after 9 turns, we lose. So... and that's not enough turns to get this there and then me to get past. No. Interesting. Is there some other way? Is there some other way that a box could end up on there? I mean, I could keep looping around, but then I lose the door, of course. How's this gonna work? I'm not seeing this one yet. I can obviously push this further, but then... Oh yeah, because that's on there, of course. Okay, yeah, that's all I was missing. Alright. I was thinking the block was... I was thinking the pushable block was on the switch, but no, the green crate was on the switch. Okay, let's do a couple more. Let's do 118 and 119. This is a cool game. Squishy from the bottom, squishy from the right and left, squishy from the top. So it's going to be quite a while until I lose the door, so that's interesting. We start in this little space, which is terrifying. I think I maybe see that we're doing this, and then like I'm just following the pattern here. It feels like I'm doing that, and then going down here. Yep. I was just following a pattern of like what can push what, and it works out, I guess. So I want stuff to be on the switch, which obviously can happen, but then maybe it's happening like with this. Ooh. Oh yeah, okay, so then put this up there. Can I get back to the thing? Yes, I can! Yay! We made it. Whew. These are great. These are awesome puzzles. I love it. Yeah, this is Shrink Rooms. We'll stop there. Everybody else can go check out the rest. Oh, holy moly. There's a lot of stuff here. Let's see how complex these puzzles look. Okay, so it's got like a Patrick's Parabox style unlock system. Ish. So you can do the start of any of these things. I think that's how Patrick's Parabox works. Yeah, these are cool puzzles. Neat. I'm terrified that it could get into very complex territory where it's hard to like logically work out what you need to do because it's hard to predict the future state. But so far, it's been pretty good. So maybe that won't be a problem at all. There's clearly like overworld stuff going on as well. I wonder if there'll be any like tricky overworld stuff going on, or if it's just like that's how you get to the next thing. Can you like fill in holes in the floor? You can, of course. Interesting. Yeah, that's a good point, VFig. Like, yeah, it could show the sequence on the walls, right? Rather than you having to like map it from the thing in the bottom right to there. But then could that be too much closer around the level? I don't know. Yeah. It's definitely a difficult thing to try and represent as well, but I think they've done a decent job. I didn't have any confusion so far around that, I don't think. I guess also because it's looping, that makes it complicated. I guess you could number each thing that's going to happen. I don't know. Anyway, it was very cool. This is Shrink Rooms. As I said, available on Windows and Linux. It's out already, so you can go play it. Yeah, very cool. I think that is the last game we're going to play today. Yeah, it is. So thanks for hanging out, folks. Thanks for joining for an early stream. Hope everybody enjoyed the Thinky Direct. I think this is the first stream I've done since then. Yes, it is. As we learned when the notification went out and confused everybody because it's going to be a Thinky Direct again. Yeah, cool. Thanks for joining, VFig, and everybody else, Pastime Shark, everybody that was in chat. Thank you all for joining. Thanks for people that joined on YouTube as well. There were a few people watching there. I need to decide, am I going to keep doing both YouTube and Twitch, or just do one, or just do the other? Actually, I'm kind of curious. I guess I can imagine what the opinion would be for people who watch on Twitch, but where do people prefer watching streams? I personally prefer watching streams on YouTube, but that might just be me. I also don't want to like lose people who enjoy watching the streams and don't want to watch elsewhere. Like, would people just follow wherever the stream is? Because I guess also part of that is just thinking about, well, it's much easier to grow a single channel than grow multiple channels. But then maybe you get more audience from both? I don't know. Who knows? But yeah, any thoughts on that would be appreciated. Okay, it's almost lunchtime. I need to go to the shop. Do I need to go to the shop, or do I have food? I can't remember. I think I need to go to the shop. So I'll go do that. And I'll see you all for another stream in a couple of weeks. There's plenty of videos going out at the moment because we've got the backlog from the Thinky Direct stream that I did. So yeah, please check out YouTube. In fact, let me post a few links. If you want to catch the VODs afterwards, best place to go is to YouTube. Here. Nice. Chaka, glad you managed to catch the stream at that time. There's our YouTube channel. Follow us on Blue Sky, please. Much appreciated. And you can join our Discord. I'm sure, I'm almost certain almost everybody here is already on the Discord, but if you aren't, please do join. Jacko would watch wherever. Yeah, I think that is the only problem, is that YouTube has not done a great job of putting the streaming stuff like up front. Like, one thing that really bothers me on YouTube is that if you want to find a stream that a channel's done, it's not on the like main channel page. You have to like click on a live tab to find it. If they just change that like one thing, it would be so much better. Like, I don't need a separate tab for videos and live streams. I think it's cool to be able to filter down to them separately, but I think it's totally fine for them to just be in one list so people can see like the activity that's been on this channel. I think that would be so much better. But yeah, I guess I'm also used to watching stuff on YouTube. They changed it? Did they? When did they change it? It's still the same for me. I guess there's the home page, which is now showing. Oh yeah, but that is, I guess. Maybe I just need to look into it more, because you can customize the channel and change like what goes on the home page. So what am I thinking of? Is it, maybe it's on mobile that's weird? Is it on mobile that's weird? Maybe. Huh, on mobile it's also changed. Okay, maybe it's changed very recently. You find streams on the home screen. Okay. I guess the other problem with YouTube is that a lot of people use it in different ways. A lot of people just use the home page of YouTube to find stuff versus going directly to a channel. Whereas or versus using like the subscription page, I always use my subscription page. I never use the home page. I just go to my subscription page and pick things from there because I subscribe to them for a reason. So that's that's where I'd go. Okay, I'll take a look. Maybe it's better on YouTube now. So, all right, cool. I like how the number of views on YouTube has gone up because I think people are checking out what it looks like on YouTube. But yeah, cool. Thanks, folks. Thanks for joining. Let me get this game closed. Those are a bunch of cool games. Apologies for the AI generated art in Drop Duchy. I didn't know. And who knows what, I don't know what, like there's going to be more and more games that are like that. I totally appreciate that people don't want to engage with that kind of stuff. Maybe we just have to be upfront about it or whatever if we're streaming one, or I mean, I just hadn't checked. We'll see what happens. But yeah, thanks for joining, folks. Apologies. It seems like Unmute Taff just joined. Maybe. Apologies if you just joined and I'm ending the stream, but you can catch up. The other good thing about YouTube is it keeps the VODs around forever, so you don't have to like. You don't have to catch up within like however many days it is before it deletes them. I know that if you get like partnership on Twitch or whatever, you can extend that to some degree, but I do prefer the kind of archival of YouTube. It's nicer. Anyway, enough about YouTube versus Twitch. Thanks for joining, folks. Enjoy the rest of your day. Go play some Thinky games. Goodbye.